Hi everybody, thanks for pressing play on the video today. It's Caroline here from craftycarolinecreates.blogspot.co.uk. What I have for you today is this lovely gift box, gift bag, whatever you want to call it, which I made using a beautiful brand new stamp set which is available on the 2nd of May. How exciting! It's called Build a Birthday. And it is a beautiful set that I used to make this box. So let us get on and see how it was made. Okay, we're going to start with a piece of cardstock that measures 10.5 inches by 8 1/4. We're going to score it with the long end at the top of our scoreboard first, and we are going to score that at half an inch. We're then going to rotate it 90 degrees, so a shorter part is at the top, and we're going to score it at 1.5 inches. Okay, I'm going to pop the scoreboard away momentarily. All of the dimensions will be over on my blog in both imperial and metric as always. Now those two pieces that we've just scored are going to be the base and the side of our box, so I'm just going to fold those over quickly now. And what we want to do is make sure when we're stamping above these lines and to the side of this line, so our decoration is on our box and not on the base or the bit that's going to be hidden when we build it up. As I said, we are going to use the fabulous Build a Birthday set, which is coming in the new catalogue on the 2nd of June. I'm so excited. We are going to be using these 3 patterns, which they're sort of suggesting here you can use to make the tiers of a cake. We're going to turn them this way and make them into candles as you saw. So we're going to use 3 of the new ink colours. We are going to use Watermelon Wonder, Cucumber Crush and Mint Macaron. Watermelon Wonder is gorgeous. Love this colour. Used it a lot already. And we are going, as I said, we are going to stamp these 3 strips in an alternating pattern in the different colours. To save some time, so you don't have to watch me do all that stamping, I've done that ahead of time. So you can see these 3 strips have been stamped along the base of my cardstock. I'm now going to use this little flame symbol here to put on each of my candles. So I've already mounted that on my clear block. And I'm going to use the fabulous Delightful Dijon, which is another of the ink colours which are available to order from the 2nd of June. Okay, and as this is a photopolymer set, which means it is fantastic value, I'm going to stamp using my Firm Foam Matte, which will just make sure we get a good ink impression. Okay, so see how lovely that colour is. It's a really beautiful mustardy colour, but I think it's actually a really good colour for these flames, because it really is sort of really warm yellow. That does actually remind me of the sort of glow you get from a candle or an open fire. So I'm just going to stamp those all the way along like that. Okay. And last one, there we go. Okay, pop that out of the way. We'll move the ink out of the way for a moment as well, because we are going to bring back in our scoreboard. And we're going to start doing some more scoring. So again, with the longer length of the cardstock at the top of the scoreboard, you can just about see that. Line it up again so that the half-inch line that you scored earlier is lining up with the half-inch line along the top. And then we are going to continue scoring at 2 inches, 5.5 inches, and 7 inches. Don't worry about writing these down. Pop over to my blog and they will all be on there. Okay, I'm going to flip that back over. And before we burnish, you can see this section here is going to be the front of a box. So I'm not sure if you can see those score lines particularly well, but it's basically going to be between here and here is going to be the front of a box. So we are going to now stamp using the Birthday Wishes greeting from this stamp set. Okay, and I'm going to use, as I said, this is my favourite colour, so it has to be Watermelon Wonder. So that is going to go there. I'm going to ink up my stamp set. that. Okay, and then in the very middle of that middle section, I am going to just do this by eye. I'm going to stamp birthday wishes down there, like that. Okay, pop the ink away so I don't get it everywhere. And I'm going to bring in my bone folder, and we are just going to lightly burnish those score lines now. The only reason I don't do this before doing that stamp is because it just makes sure the paper is as flat as possible so you get as good a stamped image as you can. We are going to cut up some of these score lines, so all of the lines that go up to that 1.5 inch score line, just need to cut up those quickly. Okay, and the very last one, which is the one on the 1/2 inch score line, we're just going to cut that off completely. That's gone. Okay, to build this box up is super easy. I'm going to use some fast fuse, which I finally got to grips with, I think. Just gonna put a row of the fuse along my 1/2 inch flap there, and then I just fold this side over, make sure it lines up at the top and bottom, and just press that down. You can see how the bag is coming together. The bottom just folds in very easily like that. And I'm just going to make sure I put some fuse along the bottom flap here. Okay, roll that up and stick that down. And then this is where we now make our box into more of a bag. Of course, if you wanted, you could always make a lid to go on top of that. Actually, that would look pretty nice too. So all you need to do is just gently push in the sides and pinch the top together. Okay, it is cardstock, so it will just need a little bit of a hand on the sides to do that, but it does come together pretty easily like that. Okay, and to keep it closed, I'm going to bring in my handheld circle punch, and I'm just going to punch through. Now you need to make sure you punch through all 4 layers, and it does need a little bit of a squeeze to do that. There we go, and that will just help to make sure that that stays fully closed. And I'm just going to do it by eye on the other side as well, if I can thread it through. So about the same in from the other side and the same distance down. You could always measure if you wanted to and be really precise. Now this is the one with the folders. We're actually going through 5 layers of cardstock because we've got a join here at this side as well. Okay, and just to keep it closed, I'm going to use actually some contrasting. This is the silvery satin ribbon. I'm going to bring out my my scoring tool from this scoreboard just to help to push this through because these are quite small holes. I did try to do it with a larger hole, but I just found that it didn't so much as it didn't. Oh, I've just pushed that through. It didn't keep it together as well when I used a smaller hole punch. So hopefully, when I did this in practice, it worked. But of course, my ribbon's now camera shy and won't come through the hole. There we go. It's coming now, I think. I hope. There we go. I think we got it. There we go. And we just do the same on the other side. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It doesn't need a little bit of patience to get this ribbon through. Thank you for being patient if you're still watching, if there's anybody still watching after all this time. Oh, I think we just got it. There we go. Probably if we had a little bit of a shorter ribbon it might be easier. So I'm just going to pull that through and then tie this off. Now I might attempt a bow. Let's see how brave I'm feeling. Maybe a knot will be better. Yeah, let's try a bow. Let's see how it works with a bow. Maybe a knot. What do you think? Give a bow a shot. Okay. Oh, kind of worked. Let's trim that up. Straighten my bow up, and there you can see a really beautiful, pretty box using the fabulous new Build a Birthday set, which will be available to order from the 2nd of June. If you'd like to order it, please drop me a line and it would be my honour to get that order placed for you. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.